All righty, what's going on? Welcome to Tales from the Green Room, episode number 119. We're talking about live streams. We're talking about Social Drink of the new song and a bunch more with my guys here, Ballyhoo. We got Scott, we got Nick, we got Donald. What's going on, guys? How you feeling?
Thanks for having me, Howard.
Good.
Yay!
What's going on?
All right. So the stream was great last night.
It was.
It was dope.
It was. Solid. Great success.
You see my face? I look like I've been drinking.
Yeah, you were pounding that little mini bottle of whiskey last night.
It was only half, like quarter, 3/4, quarter full.
Okay. It wasn't a full bottle.
It was just something I brought from home.
I just had it. I had it at home. I just brought it with me.
I'll say it was like 3/4 gone before we started. I was like, damn, man, you did a pretty good job. I was impressed.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be all that ripped up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
That
dude.
was fun. Got a lot of deep cuts on that one. Got a lot of comments from people, friends, families. Saw comments like there was definitely some throwbacks in that one.
Yeah,
A lot
for sure.
of stuff we haven't played in years. A lot of stuff you probably only played like once, Nick. On the 3
Yeah. Even Vicky was my roommate this morning was like the B-sides for Daydream. She's like, I never even heard those songs. She's like, that shit was dope, dude.
You see we had those rando YouTube guys. There's two thumbs downs on our shit.
Danielle said it actually went to 3 at one point, but then it dropped back to 2. So somebody must have changed their mind.
We won them over.
Like, you know what? I like this.
I can't stay mad at these guys.
It's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
We still got a view from them. You got to view the video to dislike it. So I'll take the view, and that's monetized.
Yeah, you
so
watched
we got like 0.001 cent from them coming in.
Got your money.
Got your money. Exactly, dude. Whatever,
Thumbs down all you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, we definitely played a lot of old tracks that we never really ever play, and there was a lot of like, this is the best set ever. You know,
I saw a lot of that. I saw people say tour this set.
Yeah. It was I was very I was actually really stoked that I didn't forget lyrics for the most part this time.
Yeah,
I was like,
good.
oh, it was, but the guitar solos were a little whack here and there, but everything else, I thought it was good.
Overall,
all the part that I thought I fucked up on, I listened to again. I was like, that's not so bad.
Yeah, same. When you watch it back, you're like, oh.
That was like the most solid I played the whole way through, I think, of the 3 that we've done so far. I think I flubbed up like one time, and you could barely even hear it in the mix anyway. So
yeah, same with me. I was like, sweet, couldn't hear it.
Reese did a great job turning the suck down.
Yeah,
only you.
Bass could have been louder. Let's be honest, but bass could always be louder.
Yeah,
I thought overall it was the warmest, fattest mix we've had for a live stream. And like the kick and snare were like slamming.
Drum sounded great.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
But yeah, overall, probably the best sounding. It looked great too. Evan was getting crazy with the camera angles again here and there.
Yeah,
but
there was one part I was like, damn. And someone even commented, hard for sound with making me sick again.
Yeah, it was like crazy camera guy. I've missed you.
Hey, don't worry. I don't need pickle juice. I don't get hungover.
Oh yeah, people asking about your nice.
Oh, it's all good.
So I'm going to play the interviewer part real quick. What was your guys' favorite throwback tune to play last night?
I playing Island of the Dead.
Yeah, just probably the 3 B-sides. They're so much fun to play. And in Rosalind and Island of the Dead, there's a lot of dope bass work. So I fucking love playing those songs. But besides those, dude, it's kind of weird, but I like playing Drag. That song, I don't know.
Good one.
I used to lamb a guy the shit out of that at Rendezvous.
It was fun. It's like you start playing it, and I'm like, it's the last fucking song.
Yeah.
You know, it's not fucking really hard to play. I get to go home after this, you know.
Yeah,
it's a good feeling.
Yeah. back in the bar days, doing 3 sets, so that was usually one of the last songs we'd play. So we're all just shit faced. It's like, all right, it's about time. We're almost done.
I gave my neighbor the link to watch it, and he's been texting me all freaking morning.
Oh yeah.
What album was that from? What song is that? What is this?
Awesome.
It's pretty fun.
That's a great point. We get a lot of people that either haven't heard a song before.
Yeah. Like I never knew you guys sounded like that.
Yeah. And
the band spans fucking 20 years, man.
Yeah.
Oh, sucks, Billy. Whatever, Billy.
Oh, I didn't even realize that there's comments here. Oh my god, bro.
I'm gonna fly those in a bit.
So what about you, Howard? What was your favorite throwback of the night?
I thought we did a live really well last night. Like a live.
Dude, I know, Scott, your vocals sounded good too, bro.
Yeah, it was tight. I like playing Run a lot. That's a good song. And Radio takes me back, man. Radio's that song that like that song is right up there with Long Shot for me. Long Shot's another one. I love playing that one. Like the Long Shot was the first song. Told Danielle this last night. Long Shot was the first song that I felt like, whoa, like this could be something. Like we could be on the fucking radio, Like,
yeah.
I wrote that when I was probably 20 years old.
Fucking hoopastank, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, hold on. That is so funny because my neighbor goes, dude, Radio is the best. It reminds me of Blink-182 or Hoobastank. Exactly what he said.
Dude, it's just in Long Shot in that pre-chorus part. Turn around. Dude, that is a fucking hoop. I'm telling you, dude. Oh, it might be a Finch song. Or it might be 2 songs that sound similar that I'm like making it. It's just like so that era.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's what I mean. Like the band spans such like a long period of time that like your influence has changed drastically, and I don't know, man. I think it's cool. I think it's awesome that I'm a part of like this legacy that is Ballyhoo. There's so much.
Tristan. I appreciate that.
Hey, man. Well, thanks for having me. Aboard, bro. I appreciate it. So, but dude, there's so much material. We have over 100 songs. That's insane.
Her name is Sony.
There was some funny banter last night too, man.
Yeah,
there was some good banter,
dude. When I came home, my roommate Jarrett goes, "And this song's about a ghost." Or anyone's ever seen a ghost? He's like, "That was my favorite part." Dude.
Yeah, my buddy hit me up. He was like, "Dude, what's the story behind the ghost thing? We've got all these, different options. These different theories."
And
like,
theories.
let me hear them. Yeah. So
Donald just made it up.
Donald said it, and then we just repeated it 4 times after that.
No,
that shit was funny.
Somebody says something ridiculous, and everybody hams off of it or rips off of it.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, I think "Take It Easy" was probably my favorite of the evening. I've always loved that song. I think it was probably my favorite song on that album. I haven't played it forever.
Yeah, it's a dope riff.
Yeah.
It reminds me of fucking learning all the Ballyhoo songs before I moved to Maryland to join the band.
I think I not unknowingly, subconsciously ripped off TLC for that song. They have a song.
Hey, Nick, you do JR justice.
It's like the same vibe.
Who said? Ah, thanks, man.
Nick says Nick does JR justice for sure on the old songs.
Nick says Nick.
Nick says Nick.
Nick says Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Nick says Nick.
Then on the next podcast episode, Nick on Nick.
Nick on Nick action.
Some Nick on Nick action.
Hi, my name is Nick says Nick.
Oh, that's funny shit, man.
Yeah, Donald absolutely needs a mic every time, like at the shows. When we return to touring, Donald is going to have a mic.
Dude, we need to just get the flesh mic, bro. I'll fucking wear it with a headband and everything.
Let's do it.
So funny, dude.
Start wearing my jar.
Donald wants to wear like uniforms on stage. He wants to have like an outfit that he only wears.
Maybe just me.
Yeah, I think we should get money from the band and have a budget for Donald to get some specially tailored uniforms. Some, like a leotard or
Cool with
something.
it. Yeah. Cool
Like
with
a
a unitard.
Like how wrestlers, they would have like the onesie, it's like pants and a shirt kind of thing.
Yeah.
That'd be cool with a cape
and boots.
Utility belt that has beers in it.
Yeah. I can't wait for next stream of what we're gonna do. We can't say it yet. Can't do it. It's gonna be a surprise. But yeah, the plan that's been in the discussion for Donald for years. Finally gonna pull it off next time. We gotta do it. Gotta do it.
I think it's
Yeah, no, I'm not, Wes.
I'm smoking mids.
I paid good money for this.
I got that fucking medical shit, my guy.
Swag.
We're in Maryland, dude. That shit's fucking. We got the ganja up here, dude.
Fire.
Why do you think I moved up here, bro?
It wasn't to be in the band.
It wasn't to be in the band, dude. It was for the weekend.
Dude, I'm down.
Donald needs a Donatard.
That's awesome.
Hey, thanks, Monica.
That made me LOL.
Where that get up from the gas station burrito.
Donald with the wig on, dude. It was
wig.
You should just grow his hair out like
and a
that.
flesh mic. Oh, dude. What happened to that wig?
I think it's in the trailer
Mhm.
or the somewhere. I don't know. I didn't see it in the tech box last night.
It should have been in the tech box in the bottom drawer.
Lefty Luke says Virginia decriminalized.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, dude.
Virginia.
About fucking time.
Making steps, making progress.
Yep. We had a cop pull us over in Ohio a couple of years ago.
Oh, God.
And Nick was driving, and we could see him coming up on the side of us, and he was very, very anxious to pull us over. He was like excited.
Aggro, too.
Yeah, super aggro, and pulled us over and made up some bullshit about how Nick was in and out of the lines when it was super windy and everybody else was in and out of the lines.
Have you told the story before?
Not here, no.
Oh God, here we
then
go. All right.
Comes around the double doors, opens the doors, just opens it up, doesn't ask, just opens the doors, and we're sitting there, and he's like, where's the weed? Where is it? We're like, dude, what are you talking about? We don't. Come on, man. Everybody, I think you guys were like, we got personal. That's it.
Gave him our personals.
Yeah, because in Ohio, it's decriminalized to a certain extent, from my understanding. And dude, so I was driving. He puts my ass in the back of the fucking police car, right? And he's like, be honest with me, man. There's weed in there. I'm like, yeah, but like not that much. Like the weed that you found, that's it.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
we gave him that we volunteered here.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, man. He leaves me in the back of the cop car, right? He leaves me in the back, and he goes back to the van to go talk to you guys. And that's when he opened up the double doors like that, Howard. And he was like, where's the pounds?
Yeah.
So anyway, after that, he comes back to the van, or he comes back to the police car, and he's like, that's it. Your friends, they sold you out. They told me. He's like, I'm gonna give you one more chance to be honest with me, man.
Like,
and I'm like, I'm telling you, that's it. He's like, all right. He's like, be honest with me, man, because your friends, they're going home. And I'm just like, dude, I'm honest with you, man, because he wanted to get in the trailer, is what it was. Because at the time we had just bought the trailer and it had
California tags on the trailer, yeah.
And he thought that for some reason, maybe it was like some sort of Cheech and Chong scenario where like the trailer is just completely lined with fucking weed or something like that, And anyway, he lets me go. But dude, and then right before he gives me my license back, he takes it back and he goes, say your thank you.
Oh yeah, he made us thank him.
Officer. He's like, get out of my sight.
Can I get an apology?
You can't do anything. I mean, you could, but
Or can I get a thank you? We were just
Yeah,
like,
that's exactly what he said.
thanks, dude.
Okay, fucking
All right,
asshole.
thanks, man.
Yeah, and we started driving away, and I remember going, "Damn it, my weed's gone." And I got a tap on my shoulder. Nope, it's right here. I was like, "Oh!"
They
Yeah,
didn't take anything.
Yeah,
Thanks for giving us a story.
I'm looking for the pounds.
He wanted the pounds.
That's what he said. He said, I'm looking for the pounds.
Pounds,
He
yeah.
thought we had weed stacked up in our trailer. And then what he started asking about cocaine and heroin and stuff too, right?
He was trying to make a big bust, man.
Yeah,
It
man.
all-
He was
going to retire.
He was like,
Ocean.
it was like he was depending on that day so he wouldn't get fired. You know, like I gotta find somebody. I gotta find some drugs.
Please, man, just give me some drugs. Come on.
Yeah.
Still
He's great.
Why?
Yeah.
Hey Nick,
Just about to
pull your
meet my
gain down just a
quota.
tiny bit.
Well, you told me to turn it up before, dude.
Yeah, no, it was just you're clipping a little bit. I can hear it distorting a little.
Check. How's it sound out in internet land? Check. Hey.
Yeah, sounds good here.
All right, cool.
So let me see. How many views did we hit last night? We're like right around 4K right now, I think, with views. People are still watching. And again, we thank everybody for watching the show and
Domo.
and donations and we hope you enjoy the merch. And I
Try
know
to
we
make
had some
that
issues
special
yesterday
every
with
time.
like the shipping prices and stuff. And once I saw a few people posting, I went on there and I did the best I could to try to get them to fix that. And they, from what I understand, they did fix it. Some people still had some issues where they were getting some higher than usual shipping rates. But we did some tests and we loaded up a cart and stuff was coming out to be like $9, you know, for shipping. And so we're not exactly sure what the issue was. And this was to like California and some other places. So we hope that it doesn't deter you from, buying stuff from us in the future. We're just trying to make, I think the COVID-19 thing is affecting shipping rates and shipping times and everything. And we're just trying to make it work. And we're trying to get everybody some cool merch. And, we can't be on the road right now. So this is how we have to do it. So just hang in there with us. We're going to try to keep coming out with dope designs and content and everything. So, and then, we had some tips on the Ballyhoo website, which was nice. Thank you, people for that. Holly and Kim and Rosie and a bunch of other Bally hooligans sent us pizza last night to the venue.
Oh boy!
And we got stuff.
I haven't eaten anything since then.
Yeah,
unnecessary but delicious.
Oh, it was so good. Thank you guys very much for that.
Hell yeah!
Hardcore drug dealers.
But yeah, so last night's stream was great. I was the set was really good. Like again, we don't get to play a lot of those songs, and it's nice to revisit and sort of I get taken back to the eras that those songs came from. Every time it makes me think about what we were doing, and when we go back to thinking about like being in the studio at like Sound Lounge for Pineapple Grenade or Daydreams, or like being at Jerome's house in Baltimore, recording Do It for the Money, playing songs from that. It just takes me back. It's great.
Justin says to take our tops off.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody, let's take our tops off.
What the hell's the matter with
Tell us
him?
some agreement about titties.
See them fucking man titty boy. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So today, our brand new song came out, Social Drinker. Everybody,
Dude,
look at that right there.
Drinker.
There it is, up on the Spotify's.
Damn, Howard, you got all these things going on here.
Does this count as social drinking, even though I'm technically alone?
I mean, you're drinking with us. This is how people socially drink now. So, social distance drinking.
What are you drinking there?
But yeah, that's it right there, man. If you haven't gone on and checked it out yet, please head over to Spotify, follow the band, save the song, and add us to one of your playlists. I try to push it really hard every time I talk about this stuff, but like, there is this whole thing about bands being upset about the payouts not being great for streaming services, which is true. It's not great, and they need to fix it, and I'm hoping that they will. We did get a raise last year as songwriters, but certain companies, except everybody but Apple, is actually contesting it. Everybody, Apple's the only one that's not contesting the raise for songwriters. So we're hoping that so that's really cool of them. They always consider themselves a music-based company, like it all starts with music, because Steve Jobs. But everybody else seems to be fighting it, like doesn't want to pay, even though they're making so much fucking money.
Yeah, right.
You know, all these CEOs and shit, these shareholders. So anyway, that is all true. But at the end of the day, if you're an artist and you're pushing people to boycott streaming services and just buy the CDs and things, you're not doing it right. Like, this is the world we live in now, and you need to embrace it. And fans, if you want to help your favorite band, your favorite artist, stream the crap out of them on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, whatever you listen to, because it will start to add up. And that's what matters. If you download the album on iTunes, that's great, but it doesn't do anything for the band past that. If you listen on your iPod or whatever to your iTunes download, it doesn't do anything for the band. If you listen on Spotify or Apple Music, on the other hand, it does something for the band every single time. It just helps. The more people listen, it just bubbles up, and the algorithm starts hearing it and goes, oh, this looks like it's popular, and it pushes it out to more and more people. So this is the world we live in. Please embrace it, artists, and tell your fans to stream. And thank you to everybody that's been streaming the crap out of us. We appreciate it. We are currently right now, let's pull it up, hitting some numbers today, man. So we are currently at 8,500 streams for you can't see that, for Social Drinker right now on Spotify. 8,500
awesome,
in the first 12 hours. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
That is awesome, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's insane. We got some awesome fans out there, man. So everybody here in the chat, what do you guys think about the song? Let us know. I'll fly up some of your comments and ask some questions. What do you want to know about the song? How do you guys feel about the song?
Dude, I love it, man.
Times last night, at least.
What's that?
Last night, I listened to that on the new punk music playlist. I basically just went through and listened to the playlist and to hear what everything else was going on in that playlist. It was pretty rad. But yeah, I listened to our song a few times, and yeah, we did a good job on it. Dig it.
Yeah, that bass sounds awesome. Dang.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, I made a post on it today, but I'll kind of reiterate the idea of creating, like, coming up with something, you know, and then working it out and bringing it to life, and then putting it out into the world, and then having people receive it so well. That's something that never gets old. You know, we fully self-produced this. Like, everything was done in a bedroom or a basement, you know. You guys sent me your stuff, like, over Dropbox, and mixed it right here. And it's just every time we do this, it just makes me feel so good about the career and, like, the path that we've taken, you know. And, like, it just shows that it's proof that you don't need to have a huge budget, you know, if you know what you're doing, and you can get the tones you want. And I don't know, it's just, you don't need the middleman, you know. And like, artists, like, I just want you to understand that out there, man. Like, as long as you have, like, somebody that knows what they're doing, you know, and everybody's playing well and can play to a click, and, you know, I don't know, you can turn out good stuff, and you can do it on your own. You don't need a label, you know, to take all your money or half your money. You know, that's just something to think about. But yeah, I'm really proud of the song. I think it turned out great, and everybody seems to really love it. We played it for the first time last night on the stream.
Yeah, dude. Sounded good.
Billy Cottage on that trombone.
I know, man. That's the boy.
He did it.
I feel honored to have some dope features on some of these songs, you know, and past songs as well, you know.
Yeah, there's more coming, everybody. This is just the first.
When are we allowed to say anything? Not now, right?
I think next week we're announcing stuff.
Okay.
I think Tuesday we're announcing stuff.
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah, we're gonna get through Memorial Day, and I think Tuesday.
Nice, dude. Nice, man.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Look, she saw me shaking my head at my. It was my cat. He was licking the freaking carpet, and the carpet was sticking to his tongue, and he kept doing it over and over. He just kept licking it.
I hear him.
Pulling his head away, and his like.
Sullivan?
So I'm just like looking at him, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Got a screw loose.
Dude, he was on the podcast. You can hear him.
He's about to open up the door and just let him walk out.
Woohoo! Can't wait. Thanks, Don.
Hell yeah, man.
Sweet. Always ready for new shit. Thanks, dude. Stevie J says, just gave the song a new listen. Fire as always. Need to get Magellan a radio-friendly version so I can play it on my show Sunday. Yeah, I have a radio edit version all ready to go for you, Stevie. I will send it over. Thank you so much, man. We love Ocean 98 for always supporting. Look at that Kit Kat. Sully.
He's the softest tabby cat. Is it tabby? Is the orange one's tabbies?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's the softest tabby I've ever felt. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty soft.
All right, everybody comment who loves Don's cat. Oh, crazy. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Yeah, he saw a bird.
He's so freaking cute, dude. Hell yeah.
Yep, he's out there doing that chirp thing. Whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's like some weird alien language he's speaking when he sees a cat or another fucking bird.
Social Drinker is so fucking gnarly. I can have it on straight replay. I'm sure you're live. Joey, one day. Stay tuned. Stick with us.
Last
Yeah,
night.
man.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, I don't know.
The new song is fire. So relatable, says Jason. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody can relate to hanging out with your friends and being like, no, I'm good. And then somebody goes, they pop that shit, they pop that top, and you're like, all right, give me one. God,
Yeah.
the next thing you know, it's
a lot.
The next morning and your head's killing you.
Wake up in a gutter.
And I popped open one of those natty bows. It was like, I saw a couple people go, huh?
There's a psychological thing that happens, you know. Whenever I watch a movie or a show and I'm seeing somebody, then they got a glass of whiskey or they got a cocktail or they're drinking a beer or something. Same thing happens to me. I just go, kind of want to get a drink right now, you know. And then it's weird. I haven't drank since the last stream, so a little over a month. And
nice, dude.
It's.
I had a couple for my birthday the other day, so
a couple,
yeah. I behaved. I behaved.
10.
What's that? A couple times 10.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah. So this is our show now, guys.
All right.
But yeah, dude, I was pretty tame, honestly, for my 30th, dude. And my parents had a surprise party for me, dude. It was awesome. And I only had.
Where'd you have at your parents' place?
Yeah, dude. So we were supposed to have like just dinner, you know, with my brother and his girlfriend's parents. And I pull up and it's just their cars in the parking lot or in the driveway. And I walk in and there's like 25, 30 of my best friends. My parents drove all the way up to Orlando to get Tom.
Nice.
And yeah, dude, I only had like 4 beers and a little bit of one of those new Bud Light seltzers, dude. They were pretty good.
A Bud Light seltzer?
Yeah. But we were like jumping in the pool and playing a bunch of like board games and stuff, dude. And had dinner on top of that. So I think when you're drinking and you're eating, it kind of like, you know, it levels itself out.
Can you stop? I'm trying to have an interview with my friend.
Just giving you an earful.
He wants to go out.
Kids.
George Crop says, thanks again for the video. You're welcome, bud. Thanks for the recommendation for the song.
Oh, you did The Warmth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody go check out Donald's Facebook. He's got he did The Warmth and his Instagram, right? He did Instagram. Yep. The Warmth by Incubus.
My Instagram is
Donald's Instagram right there. Right
Handle
there.
freaking inside.
He's on Instagram. He did a drum cover, Incubus.
Yeah, that shit was tight, bruh.
Michael, thank you so much, man. I appreciate
song.
that. I love doing the podcast. Russ
This
Bomb.
cat's bugging out.
Nothing screams party animal like a Bud Light seltzer.
Oh,
It was pretty
Russ
good,
Bomb,
man.
everybody, go check them out. Meager Kings.
They all fucking taste the same. I know those guys.
yeah.
And that says, is the house next to Donald's sold yet?
Nope. Tis not.
It's not. Somebody go be Donald's neighbor.
Nice corner lot too. It's a nice place.
Oh, that one right on the corner right there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wes said he was gonna look into it. I was like, oh my god.
George Crop, man. We were like 6th grade together or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. We went to middle school. I haven't seen you in years, man. How you doing? Towley says, killer new song, guys. Nick Donald. You boys hear the new Make Them Suffer song?
Make them
Nah,
suffer.
dude. I've listened to them like in the past, but I haven't listened to them in a while. I'll definitely check it out. If it's some fire, dude.
Make them suffer.
Sometimes, man, these days, like you kind of get stuck listening to the same shit.
Soul Decay. Is that the name of the song?
Soul Decay.
See TJ on there, Howard?
I don't want to get claimed on YouTube. Don't play it.
Dude, don't play it. They're gonna copyright strike us.
I didn't.
Okay.
Dude, another throwback to Aberdeen High.
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
Used to live on Beards Hill Road. We used to live at the end of Ruby Drive.
Eagles. Aberdeen Eagles.
The Eagles, go!
TJ Hayden.
Favorite Megadeth record? I don't listen to
Aberdeen
Megadeth.
fam. Joey says, was Ballyhoo always
Tells
filmed
me who's buying.
at the very beginning? Were there 3 of you? Have you always been? Oh, yeah. So we started out as a 3-piece. It was me and Donald right over here, my bro. We lived in the same house, and as brothers usually do, and started a band with our friend who played bass in high school. And then when we came time to record the first album in 2000, there were a couple songs where we were like, let's could use maybe some scratches on it. That was like the hot thing back then. Limp Bizkit like fueled all that DJ with the rock band stuff. And hey, many people don't know this, but JR was our first DJ.
Get out of town.
I forgot about that.
We had
like an Earth Day show or something at school, wasn't it?
We did a local show at the high school, right, in '99. It was like 1999, right? It was that era.
I was 9.
So we were playing with like I think it was like Chaotix and Subsist and some other bands.
Oh, Bel Air
punk show. And JR was our secret weapon. That's what we called him, the secret weapon. And there was a table, the turntables, and it had like a cover over it. We covered it up because we were like, we don't want anybody to know what this is. It's gonna blow their fucking minds. and I don't know what song we played to, maybe Underaged or something, or I don't know what it was.
I don't remember. I try to blank that out.
Oh man, it was like it was dope. We had this whole thing where he had this battle record with like LL Cool J, like
people or something like that.
And like we had it worked out, like
yeah, he did it.
And we did it, and the crowd's like, oh, this is amazing. So from then we were like, oh, we should do that some more.
No, I remember he messed it up.
Yeah, no, he messed it up a little bit, but it was
that's
it
what
was cool, you know.
I remember he looked over, he just went, oh.
Yeah, it was some high school shit.
Yeah, I think the needle was skipping. Like, couldn't. Yeah, something like that.
The needle was going but nobody cared. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And so we were like, we should do more of that. So we had a couple tracks on the first record that we thought, which we recorded 20 years ago, by the way. April 2000, like April 19th and 20th.
Oh my god, that's insane, dude.
Yeah. And so we asked Scott to come and do, and actually Rocky Reg too. Paul.
Yeah.
We asked them to come and just throw down a little bit, and then we did HF Festival in 2001, and we brought you back for that, and there were a couple of other shows, and then it was just like, all right, I guess you're just gonna beat all shows now. So, and then it just sort of worked out that way. And then 6 years later, we recorded another album, or released another album. So yeah, then it became a 4-piece in the mid 2000s, or early 2000s, and yeah, and then we've had like 11 bass players, and Nick is the latest one.
It's been fucking 6 years, bro.
I know, it's weird, and now you're like all fucking old now with us. You're 30.
We're a band of 30-year-olds. I said it last night, dude.
That's right.
For a brief period of time. But yeah, dude. I've grown up with the Ballyhooligans, bro. I was but a wee lad when I first joined.
You had like
I
no
was
hair.
the learner last time I met, and now, now I'm the master.
I wish I could say that everything went.
But in the end, Andy couldn't stay. He was a bird who couldn't be caged. His feathers were too bright. The movie's awesome.
One day, Nick's gonna tunnel his way out of Ballyhoo over the course of several years
With a spoon.
with a spoon.
Just a little bit every day.
Why a spoon, sir?
A poster of a.
Oh, you twit! It'll hurt more. Remember that shit from Robin Hood?
Robin Hood Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. Men in Tights, though. That was a good movie.
Oh, dude. That's the best. They still quote that shit.
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln. Did you say Abe Lincoln?
Yeah.
Oh man, I said Abe
You
Lincoln.
don't eat no rolls.
I made that up.
I might do.
Latrine. That's an interesting name. Oh, it used to be Shithouse.
And every scene, he'd have his mole in a different spot.
Uh-huh. Dude, the best part was when he goes to Latrine's place and he scares the shit out of him. Oh, it makes me laugh every time, yo. He's like,
Forever.
hey, Latrine, is that a family name? Yeah. Yeah, we changed it in 9th century. Used to be Shithouse. So you changed it to Latrine? Good change.
Good
Change. Dude.
Richard Lewis.
So much.
Richard Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. It's weird seeing him on Curb Your Enthusiasm these days, man. He's all old.
Yeah. He looks all frail.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Still funny though. He's good in that show.
Yeah, it should make me
Yeah,
laugh.
that last season was hilarious, dude.
I try to get Rachel to watch it. She's like, I don't like that office humor. I was like, it's not the office.
It's not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
His show is brilliant because it just in the way Seinfeld was, because it was
We're about nothing, basically.
not nothing, but it's like he literally he said before that he'll take like notes when something really annoys him or is very observant, you know, and he's like, that's really dumb. Like just the random the first episode of this season, the random like walking by the kids with the selfie stick, he just grabs it and breaks it over his knee, like shit like that. You know?
The chick on the treadmill in the gym was hilarious. His interaction with her.
Oh yeah.
He's like, well, what are you doing? What? He gets all bent out of shape.
Not good for the baby. You're on the treadmill. What are you on the treadmill for? It's fine.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So I'm stoked about everything that's happening right now. We released this song with Ineffable Records, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's Right Coast and Ineffable is a kind of joint deal. No pun intended, or pun intended. And I don't know, I've been watching things that Ineffable has been doing with their artists and the bands on their label, and just felt like we needed to be a part of that, you know. And so far so good. We got added to the new punk tracks playlist. which is
That's
great
awesome,
news, you know?
dude. Yeah.
It's an interesting placement for that song, I'll say. I'll
Yeah,
take
for
it.
sure. Yeah, definitely.
But you know, it's funny because it's like number 7 in the group, and you got these punk tracks, and then that one.
It's punkish.
Yeah, actually, like I said, I listened to like the first 8 or 9 songs, and it's not all just straight punk rock. And then that song. But I mean, there's some other things that it fits in the mix. All right,
it totally fits. Yeah, it's all on brand.
but like you said, nowadays that means a whole lot to get added to a big playlist like that, and it just has those streams coming in, and it does a lot for the band these days. So stoked to have it come out and then that night immediately get added to a playlist. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, literally like
what I'm talking about.
An hour later after it comes out, it's like I see that it's added.
Well, we did it, guys. We can stop now.
Yeah, we did it. We're done.
Yep.
We can stop.
Turn the page.
Turn the page. Fuck your wife. Oh, turn the page. Fuck your wife.
Movie references.
We need to do the whole podcast, a different podcast about the movie references, like we've been talking about for years.
Yeah, I would love to have something that we all did together that maybe wasn't band related, something else that we all enjoy.
Yeah, I think the video game podcast would be rad.
Yeah, it should happen soon, man. Should do it.
Kaylee says, when this is over, we need another brouhaha with Pacifier. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
There needs to be an annual thing.
That's like my favorite band to tour with, dude.
Yeah, they're fun.
I can watch those dudes every night.
Yeah, they're great.
And request Black Dog every night, and they always go no. It's like, dude, play one night at least.
Hey, Howard, click on Justin's real quick, because that's a great idea.
Justin says, y'all need to do an acoustic show on Sand Island this summer. Yeah, bro.
That'd be tight, dude.
That'd be tight. We got to, yeah.
There's an island completely made of sand or what?
Load up a couple boats with the gear.
We gotta take a boat to it, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That'd be sick, dude.
We could do that. We got
we have everything we need.
All we need is to get a sub and a generator.
Yep.
And we've got the whole PA, and we could do it. Just a small little setup. Little cocktail kit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, if nothing's gonna happen this summer, we should make stuff happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a great idea, Justin Bays. We might steal it. I'll give you credit though.
Guns.
Could we do it? I know we could do it, but do we have enough cameras to set it up to where we can do some sort of? We could like record it.
I think we could service out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely.
But if we brought our stuff, we could line everything in and we could record on your computer, right?
Yeah, I could. I mean, my shit's already in a case. I could definitely.
And then we have enough cameras to get like a wide shot and then like another one, right?
Yeah.
We do a couple songs.
We've got 2 capture cards, so we could have at least 2 cameras, and we just need somebody over there clicking different angles.
That'd be tight, dude. Broats and hose.
Broats and hose,
dude.
Dude, that'd be sick.
That would be sick.
Yeah, because there's plenty of room for it over there.
Mm-hmm.
And the boats could just like line up around it like that.
Yeah, we have
or be on the island.
Where we live, everybody that doesn't know where we live, I'm gonna bring this up. People need to see this.
Use GPS and zoom right into it. You know?
Yeah, let's see. Maps.
Yeah, do it right to your house so we can all see where your house is. How
now you can zoom right into Sand Island.
Let's see. Sand Island. Havity Grace.
Right.
Oh, show me. I never seen it.
Can you guys see my screen right now?
No, nope. I can see Donald.
There it is right there, though.
Damn, Donald.
See all the boats that are around? That's all I had to do. We set up.
How do I get the
you think the Rona's out there?
Here we go.
The Rona is out there. We just gotta dodge it. with our mosquito net masks.
You gotta hit like this, DZ. Check it out.
Oh, here we go.
Does your chair do that, bro? Does your chair do
that?
All right, here we go. Check this out. This will be fun. All right, so share.
Jesus, Howard, what kind of internet speed you got over there?
Here we go. All right.
Baby. Here we go.
Show them your house.
Go full screen. Yeah, there's my house. Nobody look at my house. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, here we go. So we are. This is Sand Island. Donald lives like over here somewhere. No, over here somewhere. And Nick lives like over here somewhere. Scott's like over here somewhere. And this is where we live, right here. Look at this cool spot. This is I live in Havity Grace and Sand Island. So here we go. There it is. Look at that little tiny island. Woo.
There it is.
There it is. So have a concert right there.
Sick.
That would be sick.
Look at all the room, bro. We can have it right there at the bottom where that little camp is right there.
Yep.
Yeah,
right
dude.
Tent.
Yep.
And set it up right there.
That'd be fun.
We can start a fire.
You can cook food out there and shit.
I got Battery Island.
That's Battery Island. Yeah, we don't want to do that one though.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's cool. It has like some cliffs and stuff to it.
Oh, really?
Sand Island. So yeah, what do you guys think? Should we have a show?
We go swimming. This is where we go swimming at, everybody.
Yeah, we go swimming here.
Go down to the local swimming hole.
Bro, we're at the top of the Chesapeake, bro.
Looking out on the bay.
Hartford County style.
Yeah, man.
Crack open some bows. Start a fire. Maybe start a fight.
Hope not.
Amateurs.
We play some Survivor on the island. Everybody brings one item. See how long we can last. That'd be funny.
It would be good.
Yeah,
have you guys ever played or toured with Fishbone? Yeah, we did once actually in Florida. We did a show with them at the High Dive.
Yeah, and I wasn't in the band at the time, but my band opened up for that.
That's right.
Remember, I had to ask you to borrow something for Alex because he left something.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You guys were wildly mediocre.
Hey, got me here. Shout out to Xander, bro.
That's amazing.
But I remember, like he forgot his pedal board or something, and he didn't even have like a tuner.
Damn.
And I had already met you guys through Mike Steve because when I first moved to Orlando, I lived with him, and he recorded Daydreams, Pineapple Grenade, and Detonate, and the EP as well. And so I already kind of met you guys, and he's like, "Go talk to them. You know them." I was like, I met him like once. But you were very kind, Howard.
Just kind words.
Checks out.
Yeah, and then I think JR smoked some weed. Right. I think I smoked some weed with JR that night too. I think we smoked like a.
That also checks out.
That's for the Rona stuff.
All you've ever smoked.
Nah, I've never smoked with JR ever. I don't think.
You guys used to call him Jewar because he small. He packed the smallest bowls. Hopefully, I didn't let the cat out of the bag with that one, but I always thought that was funny that you'd say that.
I had to bring this out of the house. It's great because this is the Kemper. Everybody, this is what I use to play guitar stuff on stage and in the studio. And this one stays here normally, and I had to send the other one in, and so I had to take this out. I hate when I got to take stuff out. You know, it's like.
Well, you could always just buy another one and leave it at my house so I can play it.
Yeah, we'll just I'll just buy another one. I'll just buy another one. Who needs one? You guys, you need one?
You sick?
Doing this Kempers for everybody.
Kempers for everybody.
Tom 3 for you, Donald.
Earl tattoo. I have one as well.
Yeah. Everybody in the band got one.
Yeah.
Do you have Earl, Scott?
Yeah.
You do have, that's right. Yeah, you do have Earl.
Nick's got to pull his butt apart. Get a full page spread, man. I mean it. I pulled my butt apart.
Pull my butt apart.
I pulled
Nick can make Earl wink.
Mike Concho.
Mike Concho. So what are you guys doing today?
Well,
It's raining.
Rainy today.
Yeah, the day's kind of a wash.
I'm just watching grass grow in the spots that I applied seed.
Nice, dude.
That was exciting.
What's coming
It
along,
works, though. It's growing. It's awesome. I did it.
I can't remember.
Are you cheering it on? You can do it.
I'm over there going, let's go, guys. Come on.
Hey, no, don't make jokes because that works.
It works, dude.
It works, bro. You're supposed to talk to your plants.
Supposed to talk to your plants.
We do it all the time. We like get the flowers. We'll water them, put them by the window, and be like,
supposed to water 'em.
"You're so beautiful. Look at you. Look how beautiful you are.
You're doing it.
You're doing it.
You're doing it, guy. You're growing.
One day at a time.
You got to
One
talk
day
to
at
your
a time.
plants."
It works,
Weeds?
dude. I read that
Let's go.
thing.
No, that's a bad weed. You go right.
If I know anything, it's how to treat a plant.
Yeah, anything I learned in my time on this earth, how to treat a plant. Tell you what, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working the single today, and I just put it up on YouTube. Everybody can go check it out there if you'd like. People
Smash that like button. Slap it.
Smash the like button as hard as you can.
Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. You know,
And, Alex just texted me, said he was asleep by 8:15. How'd it
What a
go?
jerk.
First you don't show up, then you can't even watch it, huh?
what a.
Where was your wig during Blaze this weed? Like
How about if he wants to get his answer? Tell him to go onto this live stream so he can get his answer.
You did an episode with him, right? And a couple other. You did it with him, Steve Donovan, and Deborah, right?
DB.
Deborah.
Yeah, Deborah. Yeah, it was that was a good one. It was fun.
Oh, there's Robbie.
Questions.
Floor gang.
Thanks again, Robbie, for the help.
Robbie.
It was so good to see him. My baby brother.
It's our
Baby boy.
It's our bobber.
Dude.
Austin says, "You guys thinking about doing some more screamo parts and songs? Rootable Bullets is awesome." Yeah, it's not off the table. Anything can happen.
There's one in the vault that I already put screams on.
That's right.
It's just not finished yet.
We got to get that one out soon.
Yeah.
That'll go on new punk tracks. That'd be a good one for that.
There's a lot of old stuff that should be on new punk tracks too, or old punk tracks or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a playlist.
Yeah, is there an old punk tracks list?
Yeah, we did a lot
Slightly
of
dated.
we did a lot of heavy shit last year at Pepper Studio. There was some
9 songs, man.
fast punk.
Well, one of them was Renegade.
Yeah, one was Renegade.
Did we release anything else from that?
Not yet.
Oh, there's some good ones on there, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get them done. It's great because we have them, you know. Now we can just build them out as we go.
I was thinking that really fast one, Howard, that you couldn't even during the verses you couldn't even play.
Oh my god.
We should just accept that maybe we'll never play that one live, and you should let me like scream like the whole thing.
Dude,
or just like do back and forth or something like that.
Should totally do that.
Just do something we never did before and just release it for fun, you know?
Let's do it. I'm about it. There are no rules anymore.
No, dude.
It can't be. What are you supposed to do? Wait around for shit?
Yeah. I mean, we're all gonna die, you know.
I mean, I promised I would never die.
Scott, one day the sun will explode.
I did the right thing. I married her.
With advances in modern science, I mean, what? I could probably do what, 250, 300?
Yeah, man. We we can do whatever, man. There's like, you know, obviously there's some planning and stuff. You still want to plan things, but
yeah.
You know, it's like we can release something and a month later release something else. It just depends on, you know, I feel like the length of time that you devote to pushing a record or pushing a single really depends on how much money you have in the marketing budget.
Oh yeah.
And for most bands, it's going to be zero budget. You know what I mean? It's like not a lot of bands have thousands of dollars to drop on campaigns, you know, and it really depends, because that you can organically reach people only so much. Like, you have to eventually pay for boosted posts and things. Just that's the way the algorithms work now. Facebook smashes everything unless you
Well,
pay
did you
for
see
it.
freaking Tekashi 6ix9ine going off about that shit this week?
I didn't. He's in the news a lot.
He went on this huge rant because his song like went #1 and like broke some Instagram record the other day, and then like the next week Ariana Grande was #1, and he went on this huge rant about how you can buy your way to the top these days and kind of shit like that. And unfortunately, that's the way the fucking world works. I mean,
Always
the amount of money you throw at something, you know. But we're lucky enough to have a solid core fan base that's going to listen to our stuff, even if we tell them 10 seconds before it comes out, you know?
Yeah. So. Yeah. The songs tend to do pretty well, considering, with a pretty short notice. You know, we announced this song like a week and a half ago.
Something like that. Yeah.
10 days ago, 9 days ago. And it's coming up on 10K already, you know. Just in the first 12 hours. I'm sorry, 14 hours. And I don't know. I'm excited. You know, we still, obviously, we're gonna put some money into it. We're gonna. That's because it's what you do. You got to buy ads, and you got to go on YouTube, and you got to push it. You know, boost the posts. And
look at Robbie in the text. He knows the whole lore. He knows the whole lore.
6 different credit cards. Sorry, I was playing the saxophone.
Ariana Grande bought 60K units and pressers. I mean, I understand why someone will be mad about that, but that's just the way of the world. It's you can. I mean, bands. I buy our shit every time it comes out. That's one sale. You know, that's just how it works. The president votes for himself.
60,000, Howard.
It's just how it goes, man. Like, if you have the money, you can do what you want.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm not trying to be slick.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that all those big artists, they don't have all of the real followers on all their social media and all that kind of stuff. That's stuff that the big record labels do to make them seem as big as they are, you know?
Yeah.
And I understand. That's just how the fucking world works, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So. There's, you know, it's just like when you're trying to get that sellout and you're 4 tickets away and the band buys the last 4 tickets. It works in all facets of the industry, you know. And if you've got the money talks, you know, and it fucking walks too. But
4 tickets per sellout, because that doesn't work. We tried that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work with some promoters because they want to be dicks and not give it to you. But for me, that's shit on them, because don't they want to say they sold out the show? You know, like they're not thinking about them. You know, they're just trying to be dicks. When people don't see the big picture, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, man. When you can't wrap your brain around the long game and really step outside and be like, oh yeah, this is actually going to help me in the long run. You know, that's why bands give out stuff for free. That's why we gave out samplers for free on CD years ago. You know, like, hey, songs you should know. There's like 6 of them. Here, take them. You know, that comes back to you in the form of a ticket sale or a t-shirt purchase, you know, or just a lifer for a fan that's going to come to all your shows and streaming music. You really have to think about the big picture. And some people think they're like this, and it's like, you can't always be about money. You can't think about money every time. You are running a business, but you have to be able to go, well, that is considered an investment. That right there, we just lost $1,000, you know, on something, you know, depending on what it was, that's an investment. You know, if you spend $1,000 on getting stickers made and you just throw them out, that's an investment, you know?
Yeah,
Greg says there's nothing wrong with jerking your own dong.
That's
exactly right, Greg. And that is what we're gonna put on Greg's tombstone.
Jerking your own dog, dude.
Mr. Shields from Cashed Out.
That's
Yeah,
my
man.
boy,
You-
man.
Hey, Greggy.
You do what you got to do to stand out. You know, it's the with MTV not being what it was and radio just playing top 40 anymore. And there's like no way to penetrate that unless you're paying the big bucks to people that can connect you. You know, it's you have to just do what you got to do. And if you got 60K to spend on or whatever or to spend on buying your own records, go for it. You know, that's
dude.
that's your marketing budget. Whatever. That's how you do it. You know, it's
Angela says, I got a free CD of you guys and have been a fan ever since.
absolutely.
Works.
Sweet.
Yep, right there. The case in point. Thank you, Angela. That's what I'm talking about. You don't. It comes back to you. Sometimes you got to understand that it takes years. Sometimes, you know, this whole thing takes years. It's not going to happen overnight. And if you're going into it thinking about money and shit, you're going to be disappointed because you're not going to make any money for a long time. And it took us. I mean, I didn't quit my job until 7 years ago. You know, like we were a band for let's see, 15, 18 years at that point. 18 years of being in a band, and you know,
Well,
just
like trying to do one thing.
yeah. You have to stay focused and driven, and just keep moving forward. And we took everything on the chin, man. We like learned everything the hard way. Just like this current situation with this chick is whack. Let's talk about that. People have been asking me, like more and more people are asking about this chick is whack lately. It's gone from the from the platforms right now. It's still on YouTube, but I had to take it down because I had to change something in the metadata. And the service I use, DistroKid, I normally push DistroKid, and I like everything else about them except the one thing is because you pay that you get 100% of your royalties, you're not paying a cut to them. You don't get a person or a representative to talk to about when you have issues that you need to fix. So you have to go through this bullshit on their knowledge base about they ask you all these questions. Are you sure your problem's not here? Before you email us, is this your problem? What about this? What about this? And a lot of times the problems that I have are so technical and specific that it doesn't address it. And there's no way to get to final. It takes like 9 pages and you finally, okay, send us an email, you know? And then there you have to pick a reason. And if you can't find the reason, it won't let you send the email. So I have to like make some bullshit up and like, just, you know, whatever it relates to closely, and then get a hold of somebody. And 3 days later, I get an email. So now I've tried uploading that song probably 6 times in the last 2 weeks since I took it down, and it won't let me do it because it has to be the same metadata, which it's not because I had to add something to it, and it's going to be different because of that. So now it's like this circle where I can't upload it now. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell I can do. So we're probably going to release that song with Ineffable just so I can get it back online. You know what I mean? And the song was doing just fine. And it's just frustrating. So that's the one thing. If you go with a service that is 100% royalties, just know that there's something else happening there. You're going to have to trade. And there are moments, times like this, when you need to talk to a person that can handle things. And so that's what I've learned the hard way. We're always learning lessons the hard way, aren't we, guys?
Yeah,
Always,
That
dude.
shit.
on fire and everything.
Just when I thought I knew it all, you know, because we've been through it all. So that's the little hiccup that's happening right now. It will be back, and as soon as we can get it up, I'm super frustrated about it. I actually hate talking about it, but I figured I had to get it out because everybody's been asking me, and I have to send the same message every time, you know. So
Yeah.
here it is.
To address it, then to
It's a fucking
there.
rant. I'm very stressed out about it. So that's what's going on. So it'll be back. I love that song, man. It's such a good song. It's fun. Eric's on it, and his verse is great. And it's gotten more popular recently. Now people are like, "Where is it?" I'm like, "Great."
I think that was the first song that we did on our own too, right?
Yeah, you can hear it in the mix.
Yeah, I remember that one time. As actually, didn't we release that right before we did Detonate? Right?
It came out on January 26th, 2018, and we released Detonate in September that year.
Yeah. So remember, we were at Mike's house. That's where we recorded Detonate, and he had that plugin, that mastering plugin, and you were like, "Damn it!" Remember?
We had just, yeah, we
just
I
released
had
it.
just submitted it, and we were at Mike's house the week that I think I submitted it, recording Detonate in January, and I was like, "Yeah, I got my first mix, man. I'm excited about it." I was stoked. I was like, "It sounds good," you know. And he's like, "All right, let me check it out." And he goes, "Click the dome," and everybody's like, "Oh, those drums! Listen to that bass." I'm like, "Fuck." I was like, "Yeah." Look, man, I'll be the first to admit. I'll be like, "Yeah, it does sound better." Like, but it was my, for the first time, I think it sounds really good for what it was, But definitely the new shit that we're cranking out right now sounds like worlds away from that.
Sounds
It
pretty
sounds
well.
really good,
The
man.
drums, like for me, hey Reese, Reese, great sound last night, by the way, bud. It sounded great. Thanks for helping me out.
I like that picture of him. And he's eating something.
Good
Like he's eating IHOP or something.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stuff we're cranking out right now, man, the drums. My thing is getting the drums is the most important thing, because I feel like everything else, other than like properly compressing the bass, and finding the relationship between the kick drum and the bass, those are like the hardest things for me right now. And I feel like it's going well, but it's going to be improvement later on. But like those are the two things I really worry about, is finding that fundamental frequency that I can cut out on either the kick drum or the bass guitar, so they fit together and they're not killing like stepping on each other.
Yeah.
Those are the two things that I struggle with the most. And lately the drums like have been sounding so fucking good.
Gotta sound fucking good.
Obviously, this most recent batch of songs is the best. It sounds awesome, dude. We listened to it in the van last night, Donald. Remember? And the van has the worst stereo, and it sounded awesome in the fucking van. I was like, "Yes, dude!"
Awesome.
You hear that bass?
It's what's great too is that I didn't use any samples this time. I used a bunch of samples on Fighter.
Yeah, the drum sound definitely more natural. Just sound maybe elevated.
Yeah, I used the room mic. That was the trick this time. Was I took the snare. I'm gonna do a whole mixing thing on probably like Monday. I'll probably do a mixing video like
Monday.
Pro Tools. But I cranked like 7.5 8K on the snare, so it's like it's nice, and you hear that top end, right? And then I gated it a little bit, got rid of some of that ring, and then cranked the room mics and insanely compressed the room mics, and then just the mix knob was great because I could pull it back, because it can sound insanely compressed and stupid, twisted up. You pull the mix knob back and you get this nice blend, this parallel processing of the whole kit with the snare drum and like the snare drum top mic, and it just made it like, and it added some extra thump and thunder to the kick drum too. So good, man. So I was very very stoked about it. The only thing you get into there is like the cymbals can gotta get crazy, so you gotta compress those and make sure they're not, and cut some weird frequencies and stuff. But it's been man, I'm very excited about the sounds we're getting right now. So everybody look out, new stuff coming. Excited.
Hell yeah, man.
Sorry, I had to plug my power in.
Yeah.
Juice it up, boy.
Some apple juice.
So everybody do us a favor and please go stream the new song wherever you listen. I'm gonna check it right now. I'm gonna check it. See where we're at. We were at 8,500 a little bit ago.
And save it and add it to one of your playlists.
Absolutely. The fans don't realize how much power they actually have. Anytime they add it to a play, 99,442.
So it's gone up almost 1,000 since in the past
just in the last 20 minutes or 30 minutes since I
Well, we're promoting it right now live, so
we are. Thank you guys very much for listening.
On all your social networks.
We have 500 people listening right now. That's the biggest I've ever seen it. It's in real time, 503, 499. Like it's about 500 people listening right now around the world. We never have gotten that high. It's always like 300 or so. And before that, the like last year was like 150, 200. And then it jumped up to like 300. Now it's at 500 people listening right now on Spotify. That's great.
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much
That means so much, man. That's so awesome.
Yeah, man. We're gonna continue to try to just always bring quality stuff every time. We care about releasing good music, but we also want you to be happy with, we want you to be able to get behind us and push it to your friends and your family. And, this band's awesome. And like, this sounds great. Like we want that. So we take the time to make sure that it comes out the way it's supposed to. And I don't know. I feel like we come out consistent.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, Howard. Way to put it in words, man.
Yeah, man. Ronnie Big says Spotify free. They do have a free version. You can listen. It has ads, but you can't. I believe you can't just pick the song you want to listen to. I believe it's just kind of served to you through a radio style.
It's like a radio.
Wrong about that. But definitely check it out, man. And the song
on YouTube?
Ronnie, the song is on YouTube now. If you want to go listen to it, if you haven't heard it yet, I think you did tell me you heard it. I don't know.
And elbow drop that like button and leave a comment.
Double drops all day on that sub button and the like button.
Hell yeah, dude. The subs have been going up too.
Another instant classic. Yeah. I feel like this is a song that fits right in the catalog, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's right on brand. It's on par with everything.
Yeah, good vibes for sure.
10 more times. Thank you, Austin. That's
Austin, my man.
You.
Just let it roll, man. We're gonna hit 10K in the next probably 30 minutes, maybe less.
That's sick, man.
Jason says, "Are you doing Reggae Rise Up in October?" Right now we are on the roster. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's not my place to say if they're going to have the event or not, but if they still have the event, we are definitely going to look at we're going to look at and see how things are going, and we will decide if we will definitely still do it. But as of now, we are on the roster to play. And we're just like you and everybody else, we're watching and we're learning every day what's happening. So we will definitely see how this goes. We would love to play.
Hopefully, man.
Hopefully so. Yeah, I was definitely like Austin says, does it matter what platform? It does not matter what platform you stream on. Spotify is kind of like the one that sort of like really pushes bands. It's just kind of their playlists are huge. So I'd say listen over there if you have it, but if you don't, like, it doesn't matter. Just listen to the band. You're helping no matter what. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about like getting back to shows. Like, I think about it a lot. I'm sure you guys do too. But I don't want to like, just because they say it's okay to go play. And I know there's this whole like conspiracy theory thing too, but like I don't want to be the first to run out there and join the parade. Like I want to make sure that like we assess the situation, we'll entertain offers, and then we'll decide as a band and if it's something that we should do, because there's so many factors. It's like you go do a show and are people gonna show up? Are you gonna sell as many tickets? I know people are itching to get out, but do we, it's one of those things where we just have to wait and see at the time. We're not going to get show offers probably for another month, at least for later, for the fall. But something like a beach show, like there at Sand Island, could be cool because it's outside and it's, but stuff like that, it's just something to think about,
Yeah, and like you said, you don't want to be like the first ones out there too. Like as with everything, like I'm dying to go back to the gym, but I feel like when they open up the gyms again, I feel like I'm still gonna wait like a week. and see what happens, you know, because they're gonna be like, who knows if they open it up and then all of a sudden it's like, no, we gotta close that shit back up. Everyone's getting sick again.
Bro, I feel like we're in a petri dish right now. I feel like we are in a social experiment. I think it's a guinea pig situation right now.
Dude,
Personally, I'm waiting until June to go out and do stuff. Like, I just want to see what happens in the next couple weeks, you know? Because it's like the survival rate is definitely better than everybody thought it was, you know? But like, I just want my kids getting it, and it's just,
I don't even want to get into it.
Yeah, it's a whole
definitely
thing.
a fucking rabbit hole that you can go down.
Yeah, there's different opinions, but personally, for me, I'm just like, you know, I can be on both sides, but ultimately, I'm just like, I'm just not gonna fuck with it. I'm just gonna wait. I'm fine sitting here in my house. I don't care.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm fine. Well, I mean, at this point right now, I'm fine. But
another thing about it is that it's definitely like encouraged things that we've been putting off a long time, like doing stuff on our own, you know, like when it comes to like production other than the band stuff. Like,
it's also kind of necessity as well, though.
I mean, there's so much stuff that we were talking about doing, and now we kind of like got the ball rolling on because we're kind of forced to, and it'd be sick coming out of this stronger than before, you know, because we were kind of forced to at first. When it comes to just like doing stuff like this, we never did anything like this. The video podcast, you know, this is fucking sick, man.
Yeah, I saw video podcasts becoming the thing. I was like, okay, that's it. I got to start doing that. And then this just accelerated it. Just like everything else. Ted finally built a potato box.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Ted.
For his garden. He's like, I built a potato box. I was like, man, I woke up this morning. I was like, Ted needs a fucking potato box. And he sent me a picture of a potato box. I was like, dude, no way. No, he's like, it's just, you see people,
potatoes.
Yeah, you see people like going, man, I finally did this thing I've been trying to do, you know, because there's nothing else to do. So it's like, now's the time. You see, it's just accelerating. Like the environment's getting better, you know?
Yeah, right.
Like emissions are down. Like it's wild.
You wouldn't have known the other day when I was leaving Donald's house after we had rehearsal, dude. It was like 4:30 and I was driving home, dude. It was like back to like its normal fucking shit, man. It was
people are definitely out everywhere. Ever since he lifted the
fucking Punman at it again.
Punman
strikes again.
Yeah.
Now he can hang with his best.
There's got to be a list of top 10 greatest hits for Greg somewhere.
I got a song I'm trying to send to Greg so he can sing on, bro. I need to do that.
What is he doing? Can you put 5 people in this thing?
Yeah, totally. Greg, you want to join the pod? And text him.
Send me some links. I know that they were
send you some links.
They did a really cool thing for their live stream thing. They did like a week of like different events hosted by each individual members of the band. I think it would be cool if we did something like that, or we did like a happy hour with Ballyhoo, and each one of us made a different drink and kind of did a tutorial how to make it, and then at the end we all cheers and we drink together and just talk shit.
Look, cocktail hour with Ballyhoo.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool, man.
Mike Pinto's been doing that. He said he's been doing it like that, and he said it's been a lot of fun just drinking with his fans.
And I know we've already talked about it in person, and we kind of just there's no way to do it. But how sick would it be if there was some sort of like app or thing that you could do to where we could jam with each other, and there would be no latency, so like people can like put on a concert. We could do like the live stream, but I'm sitting right here, and y'all are just sitting right there, and we're jamming together.
I was researching it.
It'd be impossible to do without latency.
Yeah, it's that you need like, yeah, it would be it'd definitely be weird. I was really excited about it when I thought about it. But I got to go find some Wi-Fi. Use your phone, Greg. If you got data on your phone, just use your phone.
With Ballyhoo, hell yeah, I can do that too. I've been all over some recipes here lately.
Oh, cooking? Yeah, man.
Shitload of cooking during quarantining.
Hell yeah.
I made goulash soup for the first time the other day. It came out
goulash.
fire. Oh,
Damn,
yeah.
dude.
Some goulash.
Hungarian goulash.
I'm slow cooking some barbecue chicken right now in the crock pot.
You're slow cooking it, huh?
Dude,
Made green chili the other week. You know
nice,
how hard I get when we get to Colorado and shit, Pueblo area. Fucking put green chili on everything. Finally made that shit myself. It's fucking
there
awesome.
you go, man. You finally made your potato box, Scott.
Your
Potato box.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I've been trying to get my fucking hands on a capture card so I can start streaming some video games, dude, because that's all I really do on my spare time besides play guitar. I think it would be sick if we all did that together too. If we all like played a 4-player game together. Donald, I bought that Capcom beat 'em up bundle.
Yeah.
Because it was on sale. I got it for $5. It's normally 20.
What's on it?
It's Knights of the Round. God, I can't remember all the other ones because I just bought it for Knights of the Round because I actually have that for Super Nintendo. But it's
games.
Yeah, it's all like Streets of Rage, but all the ones that Capcom made.
Oh,
and you can play 4-player online, dude. Like,
let me see.
That'd be sick, man. If we could all do that together.
Dude, we could play that Streets of Rage, dude.
I know. You can play that 4-player as well.
Yeah.
I beat the 4th level last night. 1-player, dude. Dude, I unlocked one of the characters, one of the new characters, too.
Yeah, dude, I beat the whole game by myself, bro.
Dude, I've been trying to do it.
The game's hard as fuck. It's on normal mode.
Yeah. Well, because I 2-playered it with my brother, and we beat the shit out of it on normal. Yeah. So I was like, let me try to play it by myself on normal, and it's hard, dude.
Yeah, hard mode is just more guys.
Mm-hmm. I love playing those games, though. They take me back, dude. The old school beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
Or you know what I was playing when I was down south with my brother was Mario Maker. Have you guys played that at all?
I have it on DS.
Dude, there's some people on the internet that just take it to the next level because you can like make you can make an entire game, Howard, and you can make it either Mario 1, Mario 2, Mario 3, Super Mario World, or Mario 3D, like the one that they have where you can play 2-player on the same screen. Yeah, so it's cool that you can make like a whole world and you can have each individual level a different Mario game.
It's rad because the new update, I haven't tried it yet, but you can literally construct a Super Mario World like overview style, like the map, and go. Cool. It's really neat. And the thing about that game is like it's so much about like making challenging levels that like kind of I don't really want to play it. I would love to like find if somebody has any links on this and or knows of a good level or whatever or courses. I would love to actually play like a game that's built out. I'm sure somebody's done this. Built out a whole
I can
world.
ask my brother. My brother will give you
that isn't like just challenging. Remember that one I sent you guys? Mario just going with the fire.
Yeah, the fire things.
It's just this.
That's a computer.
I don't want levels like that. I want levels I can play through and just have fun playing. You know.
Dude, but the cool thing about it is that you can make a crazy level, but unless you can beat it yourself, you can't post it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to. So that
that makes sense.
Filters out like the extremely difficult things that don't even make any sense.
That makes sense.
But the games on that, Nick, are Final Fight, which is badass. Captain Nintendo, The King of Dragons, Knights of the Round, and Warriors of Fate.
Yeah, dude. There were some good ones on it. And like I said, it was on sale for $5. It's normally 20.
Yeah,
I said, let me just scoop it. Because me and my brother have been playing the Streets of Rage.
Yeah, that game.
I said, well, I'm just kind of in the mood for that. So I scooped that shit, man. I love playing those old games, dude.
Dude, we were playing Streets of Rage when you were like 2.
Dude, I had that for Sega Genesis when I was a little baby. I remember I got a hand-me-down Sega Genesis from my cousin. And I had that game and I had Primal Rage. You guys remember that game?
I remember Primal Rage.
It was like the dinosaur fighting game, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it because I was a little kid and dinosaurs, you know.
Killer Instinct was a badass one too.
Yeah, dude. Those games were always cool. They made like a remake of it a couple years back, and I remember it being fucking dope too.
What's Greg doing? Is he coming on here or what?
He tried with his phone, but he had to update his iOS if he had, because there's no video, so he's trying to get on his computer. He has bad Wi-Fi in the camper, so he's trying to make it work. Hurry up, Greg. I'm gonna be ending this soon.
Yeah.
Gotta make some lunch, or actually probably early dinner for these kids. All right, so top 3 favorite games. Go.
All right. Number 1, best game in my opinion that was ever made, Super Mario World. It's my favorite game ever, dude. Favorite game ever.
Great.
And then I'd say number 2, Metal Gear Solid 2. Fucking probably one of my favorite games ever as well.
Love that game.
And then number 3, dude. It's kind of hard, dude, because it's such like a long span. But
It's a tough one.
Could you say like maybe like the first Tony Hawk, or would you say Turtles in Time? Or
Damn, I forgot about that one.
Would you say Resident Evil 2?
That was on my list.
Would you say Super Mario 64? Dude, Mario Kart 64, dude. There's too many. Super Smash Brothers, the original one.
I might have to go to 4 at least.
Devil May Cry, the first
5.
one, dude. There's so many good
3
games.
Zelda games. The original Zelda's got to be
okay.
3.
So
Sure.
I take it back. Mario World. What did I say? What was my second one? What did I say?
Shit. Oh crap. What was it? I forgot.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Metal Gear Solid 2, and then
Metal Gear,
Ocarina of Time would be number 3. Okay, that's my top 3 right now.
Gotta go with mine. Number 1, Castlevania on Nintendo.
Yeah.
1986.
Yeah, dude. I would probably say Ocarina of Time. But before that one, Super Castlevania 4. And then Ocarina of Time.
Dude.
Yeah, top 3. Because
Yeah.
Castlevania 4 was just beat it, just rip through it. It was one of my favorite games ever. I just play it all the time.
That shit's fire, dude.
I think you crushed the game in like an hour now, right?
No, dude, it's like 28 minutes.
20 minutes.
28 minutes.
Whoa.
I know what every candle is, everything.
That's gnarly, dude.
It was badass for me. I remember playing that shit for hours and hours and hours on end, listening to death metal.
Whatever you wanted.
Which game, Scott? Every time
awesome.
you
It could be the 3 different characters.
First?
Really?
Yeah, that just
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? My earbuds are dying.
that's why.
Well, while he changes those out, what are your top 3, Howard?
You were mentioning stuff, and now I'm like, ugh. Probably top game. It's either gonna be Symphony of the Night
I knew he was gonna say that.
or Resident Evil 2.
Both fucking.
I'm just
awesome
realized
games.
both like this, man. And then Mario World,
Yeah, that one.
My man.
It's in my list, but yeah.
Yeah, and then Ocarina of Time, like just those 4. I mean, Metal Gear Solid, like it's hard. It's hard. You're right. I should have said more than 3 because that's tough. That's a tough one. But those games I love playing, and then Uncharted 4 is like right there. I mean, it's all. We should do this like top 10 games one day. Just a podcast.
Yeah, top 10 would be a lot easier.
Yeah,
than
I got to
top
think about this a little longer too.
Yeah, it's hard because like you started mentioning stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that one's great too.
God
Like,
of War.
when I really
God of War.
Yeah, God of War game.
God of War, yeah. God of War, I never got into it. Like I just didn't keep
So
going.
good.
Well, when this new PS5 comes out, dude, you can play all of them.
Did you see their that Silent Hills they were like, they're actually it's coming out on 5.
They're actually making it now, yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
maybe they
Konami got all that bad fucking PR when they fired what's his face.
Hideo Kojima.
Yeah. And that's his fucking IP anyway, isn't it? Didn't he come up with that shit?
I think so.
And they're like, well,
He was
gonna
at
make
least
that game, but we're gonna steal it from him.
he was at least directing it. The last
Yeah.
one. Actually, what was gonna be Silent Hills, which the original PT, that demo, I think that was supposed to be Silent Hills.
Yeah.
And then they like, we're not doing it, and then they fired him, I think, right? And he said after Death Stranding, he wanted to create the scariest horror game ever made. That was his next thing he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Death Stranding. I think I remember reading that. So I'm
Please-
excited because he's really great at putting games together. A good story.
How our dude's talking about Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. He's already played that, yeah.
Oh yeah. I played the crap out of that one.
Yeah.
I got all the way to the very end, man. I could not beat that last boss. It was hard. And like I don't have enough items to like healing potions and stuff and magic. And
It's badass.
oh, I love Metroidvania, man.
Metroid.
I just got that game Blasphemous that you told me about, Donald. I haven't played it yet. I just haven't sat down because I got RE3 and
the one game. What's it called? The dude with the guns. He like has different guns and God. It was like a 2D scroller, but it's a Metroidvania style. You have like where you can only get so far until you get like one item to get to the next place or whatever. Oh, what the hell was the name of that?
Hey!
There he is.
What
That's the name of that game for the Metroidvania guy.
Yeah, the Metroidvania stuff is great. I love what's the one, Donald, on Switch, the one that's like Metroid, just like Metroid.
Axiom Verge.
Axiom Verge.
Yeah.
Great game,
Dude.
great game.
Hollow Knight's a good one. Another Hollow Knight.
Made it.
Good game.
Hollow Knight. Yeah, Metroidvania is one of my favorite style of games because I love the building out the map, finding new rooms, and upgrading yourself constantly and getting better weapons and getting better strength and double jump. It's always the same thing. It's double jump. You know, it's like always the same sort of things that upgrades that you get. I just love that style of game, man.
Yeah. When are we gonna get a freaking new Metroid game for the Switch, man? What
Yeah,
the
right.
hell? They've been talking about Metroid Prime 4 for like before the Switch even came out.
That
Yeah.
was supposed to be a thing. Yeah, I don't know.
So frustrating because the Metroid game that came out right at the end of the life
3DS.
cycle of the 3DS, that game was so good. And it
I
was
still haven't played that shit.
really.
Yeah,
I got it, dude. I'll let you hold it for a little bit
cool.
if you're trying to play it, man.
Gregory.
It was awesome, dude.
What up, boys?
What's up, Greg?
How's it going in sunny South Florida?
It's fucking sunny. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
I heard it's beautiful down there today.
Yeah, it's a nice day. I just stepped out of my camper, so I haven't really scoped it out, but I'm sweating already, so it feels like Florida.
Yeah. The fish are biting right now, Greg. You gonna go get some fish?
I'm gonna find out. I gotta roll my joint first.
That's Greg's thing now. He's a fisherman, dude.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nice.
Dude, I
I'm
love how you introduce every fish that you catch too. This is Barry. He wanted to be an astronaut, but
Yeah. Every fish has a story. You just gotta ask
Yeah,
them.
you just gotta talk to him. I see that you got the boy out there fishing with you too, man. That's so awesome.
Yeah, he's quite the angler himself. Or at
Yeah.
least he
Late for something.
is.
That's
What's
awesome,
that?
man.
Yeah,
So,
he's-
how's Cashed Out faring? How'd the thing go with like camping out with Cashed Out?
it was dope. We just kind of took it one day at a time with each member, and I didn't catch any fish, of course. And then like I stayed out, like I went live on my own page and like stayed out till like 2 a.m. just trying to get one. I eventually got one, but it was pitch black, so like nobody could really tell.
I like how you did it. Each guy has their own day and their own activity, like coffee with Mark, fishing with Greg.
What did Joey do?
Joey did bird watching,
Oh my god, dude. Was
which
it good?
really, I didn't watch it myself actually, but I'm pretty sure he just like paced around in the backyard and answered everybody's questions. I don't think he was actually watching birds, but it was a nice like attempt.
Oh god, that's funny. And then you guys did an acoustic performance?
We
On
did,
Friday?
we did. Yeah, we wrapped it all up with a
Full
with
band.
yeah, but not with drums, just like a cajon.
Oh, okay. That's sick, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some tips.
Jackson
We were
called me up. We had to do a FaceTime. He was like working out how to use OBS and stuff.
Yeah, thanks
get
for showing them the ropes, man.
Yeah, dude. That's just fun. They I'm glad it turned out well for you guys.
Yeah, the audio was a little weird for some reason. We haven't figured out why, but It wasn't terrible.
That we were having, Howard.
Yeah, there's some tweaking you got to do in OBS to make sure. Sometimes you got to watch your on the mixer there and make sure it's not clipping out. I had to have Donald pull back that volume knob really far actually because it was going in the red. And we actually figured out how to get like the full band in there. You have to take your mix that's going into your interface and run that, use 2 outputs from the interface and run that into another interface as a left and right.
Like
and the mixer you have there goes to that mixer and that feeds into your stream. And that's how you get the full band mix. But then you got to watch your levels there too and make sure it's not clipping. But
yeah, we just did a thing for the Cali Roots stream thing that's coming up. And,
when is your set?
It is Sunday at 1. We're always like the first band on every festival.
Yeah. Ballyhoo is at 4:20.
Yeah, Ballyhoo's at 4:20 tomorrow.
I saw that, dude. That's you're getting the treatment over there.
That'll be
you just
4:20 West Coast. It's actually 7:20 East Coast.
Yeah.
Howie, you just pre-recorded something acoustic for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they asked me, and Dan wanted the band. And I was like, I can't get the band. It was literally like, 3 days before the deadline, and it was like Nixon, Florida. Like, I can't get the band to do this right now. And he's like, that's fine. Just go ahead and do it.
I could have done it. I had my stuff.
Well, I just didn't think about like doing it quarantine style, and I would, editing it together and stuff. So I just did it. It's all good. We'll have a presence,
Oh, no worries, dude.
Gregory having some breakfast.
Yes, I.
Hell yeah, man.
A little Durban poison.
The Durban, dude.
Nice.
I told you, dude, the Durban.
It's the good stuff.
Hell yeah. What about you guys got anything else coming up in the future? You guys recording new music? Anything?
Yeah, we're recording. We're dropping 2 albums basically, but not at the same time. We're gonna drop one and then make another.
Nice. Is that gonna be on Law?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know I love Law. You guys got me into that, and I don't have a reason to leave them.
Yeah.
I love them.
Stonehenge, dude.
It's been those guys are really, really good, and they've really stepped up their efforts as a label. Last couple of years, like really focused on it and putting out some good music, man. And it's nice.
Yeah, they got this guy Paul who just took over, and he's just
handling it.
Yeah,
he knows his shit.
Fucking Paul, man.
Boys.
Yeah, he's a real smart guy, and just the whole family there is just super cool.
Yeah.
Greg, Catherine says "Forever Now" is a beautiful song.
Oh, thank you. We wrote that with Dave from Dirty Heads and Jungle Josh as a production partner, and I love how it turned out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, your stuff's always quality. Always has been. We put out some good stuff,
Greg, dude.
I appreciate that.
You've co-written on
we
several
do
Ballyhoo
some
records.
damage. That's right. We got to do some more. Link me in.
I was just talking to the guys here. It's like there's no rules, Like we can do whatever we want and release things whenever we want, and it's all about just supplying content all year long, And whether that's in the form of an EP or an album or a single, it doesn't matter. I would prefer if we could at least do something every 3 months, every quarter,
Agreed.
Just the work ethic has stepped up with everybody since being in the quarantine. It's like, what else are we going to do? It's like the fans want music. Let's give them music, and that's what we do. So
man.
You guys are crushing that game for sure. Like it just every time I log on, you guys got something going on, and it's great to see. And,
You gotta stay up.
I thought I was productive.
Every time I see Howard in person, dude, I always end up having something else in the cart that I'm buying to do something new with, or
I'm like, yeah, I sent everybody links. Like, all right, guys, I need you to buy this, buy this tripod.
I see you got the SM7B there.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna send you a track, bro. I'm trying to finish this EP, bro.
All right.
I'm gonna send you a track. I want some Greg vocals on it.
TJ
This is
says,
show me business.
Weed Man is even sexier. That's a good one.
I like
That's a classic
it.
cashed out song already.
Yeah.
My weed
Yeah,
man.
it's so hard to sing. I wish I just would have made it one step down.
Why, dude? Why you wrote it, bro? Don't fucking sing it that high.
I'm in the
Yeah,
same boat.
but-
There's some shit I'm like, why'd I do it that high?
Yeah, it's just kind of that one. I didn't get to the instrumental where I was like carting stick figure around for their New Year's show, but when we were recording it, and I wasn't present when they were recording it, so I couldn't be like, hey, maybe we should drop this a little bit. They're like, no, here it is. So sometimes you just gotta suck it up and pull on your nuts and hope you hit the note.
Give me
Obviously,
a squeeze.
no one has got the live stream quality and production value like Ballyhoo right now.
You know,
Yeah,
love
Robbie.
Thanks, Harvey.
love
You
that-
ain't
I
wrong.
love Robbie's picture too.
Checks in the mail, Robbie.
Look at on top of the old drum case, the Ballyhoo drum case right there.
In his
Yeah,
pacifier.
dude. The Harvard Sound's got a good setup over there, man. They do a good job.
We are
dude.
super blessed to have that at our disposal 20 minutes from home.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. And who knows?
Yeah,
maybe
this-
we'll have one of those drive-in shows coming up soon. With,
Yeah, we were brainstorming with those guys last night about what we can do, driving style or something.
Driving I feel like it's just a weird vibe. And
Yeah,
it's all a weird vibe, but like, you know, like, can they at least get out on top of their cars?
yeah.
That
I
would
was thinking about this morning. Like,
tailgate?
you know, I really want to think about try to think about every type of situation, and it makes me wonder. I've seen some opposing views on it actually, and it made me think. I was like, yeah, you know, obviously it's not going to be the same experience, and so I'm thinking about what if it's summertime and it's fucking 90 degrees, no one wants to sit in their car, it's and running the air conditioning, and when you're sitting there the air conditioning doesn't work unless you're driving, unless you're moving.
yeah,
You know, you're just
I don't
blowing,
have AC at all.
you're just blowing, yeah, the AC is not going to work. So it's like, and then you got you're going to crank the AC and try to, and that with the music on the stereo, I don't know, it's weird to think about. So I don't know. We definitely should like talk about this more, you know, and decide if it's something that we want to put our efforts into.
mm-hmm.
You know, because you know, I can see people backing up their cars and opening up the back or sitting in the pickup, backing up and seeing the stage and then blasting the stereo or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, are you able to Bluetooth it to headphones somehow, or
I think we were talking about just having like a full PA system too, like not just doing the FM transmitter, like actually having a PA blasting.
He said something about the sound being an issue, like the noise ordinance or something last night. That's why, you know, but if it's possible to have an actual PA, that's obviously different.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's
people honk instead of clap.
probably
Weird thing.
honk, honk, honk.
Flash their lights.
I'm walking here.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about. I think it's definitely
You're
a
rocking
great.
here.
It's
Your
a cool-
horn
it's
blows.
a-
How about your mother? Hey.
It's a wonderful effort, you know, because you want to try to provide a new experience and kind of get people back to sort of that live environment. But there are absolutely other logistics we may not be thinking of. You know, people got to go to the bathroom. They're going to be
Totally brand new.
drinking in their cars. You know, you're going to have to do like at least probably people directing the cars in, do 2 rows gap, 2 rows gap, because people are going to want to leave when they want. You know, they're not going to be locked in there, right? It's got to be big enough to host so many cars to be able to do that, maneuver around. I don't know. It's like there's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see how the
See how
ugly
ugly-
Tropodelic shows go. You know,
yeah, ugly Tropodelic are doing it. We'll see how they go. Learn from their mistakes or their lessons learned.
I'm curious to see, like, if we start doing shows in any capacity, do the numbers really count? Like, how does that determine our, you know, how the numbers like really determine our future, right? You know, and the turnout. How's that going to be? Are people just gonna be like, oh, the show didn't do that great, but we know Ballyhoo can draw, you know, like, how's that all gonna work? That's what I'm most curious about.
Yeah.
It's a valid question. You know, I've been saying that for months now. Like, when shows do come back, when is it going to be the same draw? Are we going to be allowed to put 500 in a room? Is it going to be half the capacity? Is it going to be, you know, are we going to draw, you know, put 250 people in a Duderman show when we know we could put 5? And is Duderman going to be happy with that? Is, you know, he busts his ass. He's the only promoter I know that busts his ass the way he does. And you know, and that's a Duderman show. So imagine the rest of the shows around the country where you're like, knowing the promoter's not doing the job. It's like, you got the one thing about people want to go to shows really bad. So you're going to have those people. Then you got other people that are on the fence. Then you got the whole, are you going to be allowed to put a bunch of people in a room? You know, there's a lot of factors, and it may just be a thing where we just have to accept the reality for what it is. And just if you, okay, well, we're either going to do the shows or we're not, because this is the reality of it right now, you know? And the money's going to be a lot lower. You know, they're not going to be able to give you a guarantee like normal because they can't sell as many tickets, you know?
Right.
So
just what we needed.
Yeah, just what we need.
Less money.
I think what it'll be is that we'll probably start small. You know, we'll probably start regionally and then work our way back out again, kind of like we're starting over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a California tour might not be in the cards until sometime next year. You know, but East Coast, sure. You know, we could definitely head to the Carolinas and, you know, Ohio and maybe down to Florida at some point. You know, but Florida's not a bad trip. We can make it down there easily, but
come on down. We'll fuck shit up either way.
Yeah,
We just
totally,
have a good time.
yeah. But yeah, there's all these questions, you know, all these things you got to think about, and
we got there's an island here on the lake with our own show.
That'd be fun.
There you
We were
go.
talking about that. What, Dom?
Justin just said that we should get you guys to play on that sand island too.
Oh yeah, bring Cash out to Maryland.
Yeah,
We love Maryland. We got family there. We'll do that. That's just be like hanging out at home and having a convenient hangout.
Yeah.
You can barbecue.
So,
together. You can go fishing.
It's very doable. Yeah, I got my actually it's probably expired now, but last time I was there I got my Maryland fishing license. Went out in the Chesapeake and didn't catch shit.
There you go.
You know what? At least you tried.
Hey, you were out there.
You gave him hell, dude.
You put yourself out there. You didn't catch anything, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's a different because you know I live on a lake, but then every time I go fishing not every time. The first time I slayed it. I had like 5 grouper, but ever since I've fished anywhere else that's not a lake, I feel insignificant. But that's okay. You know, I'll get them.
You'll get them.
Yeah. I don't even know what to do with a fish if I pull it out of the ocean. If it's not a bass, dude, I'm like, well, does it have teeth? Am I supposed to grab this thing the same way? Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, like Jeremy Wade, dude. The River Monsters guy, he's always getting bit, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna noodle him. Landon always talks about noodling. He's like, get in there, I'm noodle. I'm like, you are not gonna do that. You won't even like stand close to certain spots. Like, not noodle.
He's funny, just like you, though, man. Same.
Yeah, he's a trip, man. Like, you guys know, you guys got more kids than I do. So,
I got a lot of kids.
yeah, are they adults yet?
Surprised not screaming at you yet.
Basically,
Dad.
they think they're adults.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's throwing kids in the mix. I don't advise it if you're trying to make a music career. It's got to happen, you do it. But yeah, woo.
Well, it can be done, but you gotta have shout out to the women out there. You gotta have a strong support system.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
That's
The
important.
moms out there holding it down for the daddy artists, crushing it. We appreciate you.
Rolling Stone.
That was my biggest fear, is like having my kids think of me as a Rolling Stone, just never around. Ugh.
Fucking dad just rolls in whenever he feels like it.
Yeah, that's the worst part of this whole thing. But
Yeah.
Here's that emoji for moms.
oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Use it all the time. Ken says, "What is your scariest live performance moment that you've had? How did you get over it?" Well, Ken, I think probably the scariest for me, I don't know if I was scared, but it was more or less nerves and anxiety and excitement all rolled into one. There's a lot of feelings that go into playing your first show, but playing my first show, it was like, all right, I've wanted to do this. We've practiced for 8 months to come up to this moment. Every day after school for the last 8 months, we've been rehearsing and making for this. And it was like within a minute, we opened up with that Green Day song at our first show. And I was like, okay, I'm over all that. And this is the best thing ever. And I want to do this for the rest of my life. So
yeah, I remember that moment too. We started playing that first fucking song. I was like, my fucking mouth was dry as shit. I was like, oh God. We got halfway through that song. I was like, fuck, yes, I'm doing it. It was badass, dude.
you look out and you see all the kids like dancing and jumping around. It was screaming. It was the best.
Halfway through that shit. It was badass.
Most important thing, Ken, is that you just do it. You just do it. Doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna feel scared. You're gonna feel anxious no matter what. You just have to do it. You have to put yourself out there and do it. I promise you, you're gonna get people going, "Good job, man. That was great."
That was sick, man.
And then you just work on it. You watch, you film it, watch your performance, see what you did wrong, what you need to fix, what you need to work on, and just adjust and move forward, man. Whatever it is you're trying to do. It sounds like you want to be a performer. So I think I have a backstage music session with you actually coming up. So I guess we'll talk about that further, but just do it. That's the most important thing.
Like Nike.
Just do it.
Nike said it best.
Yeah, dude.
It's Friday.
Yeah, on time.
Catherine says, "Do you profit more from merch sales or album sales?" Merch sales.
That merch, baby.
That's going to be a no contest right there. The merch sales for
Well,
sure.
The album is part of the merch.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, but when you're looking,
Yeah.
when you're talking about streams and stuff these days, most of the money is coming from merch and touring, but that's been true for years. When you can on a $10 album, Apple takes 30% right off the top, so there's $7 left for you, and then whatever your distributor or your record label takes, let's say distributor takes 20%. Scott, help me with math. So distributor takes 20%.
Squirrel.
Then your label might take 50% or whatever your deal is. So you might be left with, 10 or 20% of that full album sale. And in some cases, it's a lot worse. And so bands depend on merch. And I know we had some issues yesterday. I said this earlier with shipping and things like that, but I think it has to do with the COVID-19 and it's just we're doing the best we can. We're trying to help serve the fans the best we can, and we're all sort of dealing with this, but the merch sales really is the lifeblood. It keeps the band going. The live streams, the donations in this time, and we honestly, I prefer to put out the show for free, and you don't have to donate. I would just rather you watch the show and have a good time. If you'd like to donate, that's fine. We appreciate it. But yeah, man, we do depend on the merch sales at the end of the day, more than the records.
For sure, man. We're glorified traveling hot topic.
Yeah.
Holly says, "We love you, Holly. Happy birthday, girl. Thank you for the pizzas."
Birthday,
Yeah, Holly.
I mean, just further iterating, that just streaming like crazy and sharing the links with your friends. Having a CD is great, right? Buy the CD for sure. That'll put money directly in the pocket, especially like if you cut out the middleman, there's no label, and you just buy it directly from the band. That's great. But streaming, I can't go, "Hey, Greg, you got to check out this new song. What's your address?" "Okay, cool. I'll send it to you. It'll be there sometime next week." And then Greg's like, "Oh, I went fishing. I forgot the CD at home. I didn't listen to it yet." So
CD player.
with streaming, I'm like, "Yo, you gotta check out this new song." "Oh, send me the link." "All right, cool." And Greg is listening to that song within 45 seconds of me telling him about it. You can't, I mean, that is incredible. We live in this time, and some of these bands aren't taking advantage of this, and I can't even believe it. It blows my fucking mind. This is where we are now, and it's streaming and buying merch and donating and then when shows come back, obviously going to the shows and buying merch. Those are all the things that keep the band going. And we are so grateful for the fans that are doing that for us right now. I get really passionate about this shit, and that is just huge.
You're right.
Fans have so much power.
Yeah, dude.
If you want your favorite artist to survive, buy a t-shirt, every couple months or something. You know what I mean?
If you think about it, it's kind of like we're on the same like platform now, and we're all limited to the same thing, so they can be just as loud as us, and they have they have more of an audience. We always have an audience, but now they have more of an audience of their friends because everybody's online and tuned in. So you just got to direct them where to go. And if you could spread the word, that's what we're going to continue to be doing. But if whether it's the Ballyhoo or the Secret Stash, and you're always just pushing it out there, it'll get seen by new people all the time.
I want to look this up. I want to see if there's a way to calculate quickly what streams convert to.
Fraction of a cent.
Well, like in bulk, like.
Well, the sale is 1,500 streams to one sale.
Yeah, 1,500 streams for one sale. But what does that equal in terms of pay? For me to make $10, for the band to make $10 off of streams, how many streams would that be? In lieu of a CD,
20 million.
$10, huh?
20 million.
So, if I'm not mistaken, and I very well could be, it takes you get the 1,500 streams, that equals one sale. Then there's that royalty rate, which actually changes, and that's the 0.000 thing. And you then split that amongst however many people wrote the song. And by the time it actually hits your bank account, it's just very little.
Yeah, because like I said, you've got distributor, you've got Apple, you've got label. If so, all those people get that money before you do.
It says here that musicians on Spotify should expect to receive around $7.50 for 1,000 streams.
Yeah, it says this guy posted as of last year in February. It says at 0.0084 per stream, you're looking at $42 for 5,000 streams. So Ballyhoo's made $84 so far. Technically,
night, boys.
So whatever 70% of that is plus, whatever other percentages we have to give out, then we get the rest of that. So for 10K streams, we're looking at $84 before taxes, before the tax man comes in.
Sam.
So 10,000 streams. I mean, that shows you right there. It's a hard game, and I understand I understand why artists are like frustrated by it. It's hard to generate those. I mean, we're lucky to have that. But we've put in the work and the time for 25 years. to get there. And that's what artists don't understand either. You got to just put in the time, and you can't be worried about money. Just keep making shit. Just keep working. Keep your eyes forward and keep working. You know, that'll all happen.
Absolutely. And it also goes to show, like, if you buy a CD, you get $10 straight to the band.
Exactly. But the long game of it is fuck the CD, stream me. I'd rather get that, because that is what is going to grow the band, not buying CDs. CDs doesn't grow your band. The streaming is
buy the CD and throw it in the trash and then the stream.
It's a fancy cup holder, a rolling tray. We've been through this.
Yeah,
It's
just
not
play item. You can show how sophisticated you are by your CD collection.
Oh, sure. Now you're gonna buy it at the show. You're gonna have the band sign it, and then you're gonna throw it on the dash, and you're gonna listen to them on Spotify on the way home. You know,
well, that's just what makes the vinyl more collectible these days. Like,
yeah, vinyl's where it's at.
You know,
and you can sell less vinyl but gross more.
Yeah,
you know, because the pricing, you know, $20 to $30 for vinyl, depending on how cool you are.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up.
Right.
Well, my stomach is rumbling.
Yeah. That's the trail.
It's gonna be dinner time, isn't it?
Dinner time.
It's somewhere between I haven't eaten anything today and I need to eat something today.
Yeah, we always have dinner around 4 around these parts. So
Probably be a good idea.
That's like winter.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, hey, thanks for joining us, Greg. That was fun and impromptu.
Greggy. Always good to see you.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see y'all.
I love when guests just randomly drop in. It's great. Thank you, Ballyhoo boys, for joining me on the Tales from the Green Room podcast today.
Yeah, man.
Always a pleasure, Howard. Thanks, man.
In episode 119, talking about live streams, Social Drinker. Make sure you go listen to that shit right now. It's everywhere. It's available. Share the link with your friends.
Save it to your playlist. Share it to your friends.
If we get every person in the Ballyhooligans page, we got like 5,000. If every person shares that link with somebody, if I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, if every single one of you shares that link with your friend or a family member, you're going to change our lives. You don't even know how much power you have. And that goes for everybody else. If you're a friend of Donald's or Nick's or Scott's or even fucking Greg over here, Greg promotes our band, please, you know, and listen to Cash Out as well. It helps all these bands it immensely. So thank you guys so much for coming on the show, and wonderful stream last night. I'm super proud of the song. It sounds awesome. Billy Kosh texted me this morning. He said he loves the song. It sounds great. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching, taking the content. More to come. We got some cool announcements coming next week. And yeah, I'll see you on the Soch.
Later.
Yes.
See you guys. Peace.
See you guys.